Good morning, or afternoon, or evening, whenever you watch this, if you're not participating at this moment. We have some light weights and a squishy ball, and we are going to start down on the mat today on our side. I'm going to start on my right side. Please make any modifications that you need to make always. And if you're ever confused about how to do that, you can always reach out to me in some way, and I'd love to guide you through it. I'm just going to close my door here. And have a drink of water. Okay, so squishy ball, light weights. We're gonna start on our sides. I'm gonna get this ready. I'm gonna be on my right side, but as you know, as long as I don't forget it, we always do both sides. So whichever side you're starting on probably will be fine. We don't need the ball just yet, unless for some reason you don't like to put your head on your arm. And then you can just put your head on the ball, okay? So for now, I'm just gonna get rid of the ball and then lie on my side. So see if you can lengthen out through your spine here. Get yourself in a comfortable position. I have my knees forward, so they're kind of straight out from the hips. And then I just try to get my back lengthened. Bring your hand in front of your top hand in front of your chest. And then just gently lean forward a little bit with your shoulder, your top shoulder. So it's almost like you want to put your face down on the mat, but don't go quite so far. Put a bunch of weight into this top hand. And then roll back like you're about to roll back and put your head on the opposite side of your arm or the ball. And then come back to the center and see if going to those two places can help you find the center, okay? And then maybe you might even need your hand just a little bit less, but we are just gonna leave it right there, all right? Bottom leg is down, neck is nice and long. We're gonna extend the top leg out. So now that we are balanced on our side, the top leg is just gonna be in line with the upper body. Top leg is gonna be nice and long. I'm just gonna lift it up so it is about hip height. And I'm going to keep the leg as long as I can as I bring it forward and back. Now we found our center here, so we don't have too much weight forward and too much weight back. Can you try and maintain that feeling as you move the leg forward and back? And maybe you can get your foot involved. Maybe flex forward and point back. Keeping yourself as balanced on your side as you can. Make sure you're taking some nice deep breaths as you move through this. We're just going to do 3 more here. 3. And if your range of motion is not what you want it to be, just breathe through it. Maybe adjust your bottom leg or, just keep practicing. And we'll do 1 more here. Forward and back. And then I'm going to come back to center, lower the leg down so my toes tap the mat, and then come up. Not quite as high as we normally do when we lower, lift the leg, kick it up, come down. This is much smaller. Down and up. And in fact, I'm not turning my foot out. I'm keeping it kind of parallel to the ground. 5 and up. And 4, continue to find your side so you're not too far forward or too far back. And let's do 3 more. 3 and 2. 1 more time. And then I want you to bend your knee. When you bend your knee, bring your knee forward a little bit further than it would be if you were just going to put it down. Come forward a little bit more and then reach out with your heel like you want to push the wall away in that direction. Point the foot, bend the knee, come forward. Flex the foot, push the wall away. 5 more. Bend and extend. 4 more. Bend and extend. 3 more. Bend and extend. 2. And extend 1 more time. And extend. Hip is warmed up. Put that hip down, that leg down just for a moment. Take a nice deep breath. Bring your top arm in front of you. Slide it forward and bring your head towards the mat. and then come all the way back and give yourself a nice little stretch here. We're gonna do 4 more of these. Find a little bit of a flow here. 4 and 3 and 2. One more time. And then we'll come back on to our sides, okay? From here, top leg, find your side again, right? Not too far back. Top leg is gonna do just a couple more things, this nice big circle. So let your knee draw a circle. How many walls can the knee look at, including the floor? All the way around. 4 more here. And 3, 2, and of course we have to go the other way. Around. Make this a big circle. 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. And then come around and let's just rest the leg down. Okay, so now I'm going to use the ball. Hopefully you don't have it under your head. And I'm going to bring my top knee forward, rest it on the ball, and then extend the bottom leg. You can also use a yoga block for this too, if you want to use a different piece of equipment. Just like we are lying on our side, not too far forward, not too far back, can you find a similar feeling with your hips? So maybe just use your top hand and feel as if your top hip is right above your bottom hip-ish, okay? Bottom leg is gonna lift and lower. Lift and lower for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, lift and hold, little pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold here, little circle. 8 in one direction. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, we go the other way. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we lower the leg back down. Now we're going to bend, I'm going to take the ball out, bend the top knee to bring it forward, and I'm going to take the ball and give it to my ankles. Once your ankles get the ball, extend the legs. Both legs extend out. Okay, here we are again, trying to find our balance. So again, you're not too far forward, you're not too far back. Try to find that balance on your side body. Keep the legs as long as you can as you lift and lower. As you move here, see if you can get a little lighter into your top hand. And we'll do about 4 or 5 more here, depending on your pace. Try and find a breath pattern that helps you to move through this, that helps you to lengthen out a little bit more. A couple more here. By the way, you don't have to squeeze the ball. Just keep it there. And the next time you lift, lift about halfway and hold. Flex the feet and point the feet. Flex the feet and point. One more each way. Flex and point, lower both legs down. Take a nice deep breath. Bend the knees, come back in, and take the ball out. Okay, wasn't that exciting? Let's come over to the other side and do everything we just did there. Let's see if I can remember what we just did. So find your side. Find your side. And just a reminder, it's totally fine to put the ball here, okay? If you want to use it, or a yoga block. Head on the arm otherwise. Knees are bent so they come kind of straight out from your hips. And then we'll bring our hand in front of us and do that whole shimmy back, shimmy forward thing so you can really find your side, okay? Extend your top leg out once you have found that. And P.S., maybe think about lifting your ribs away from the mat a little bit just to give this whole area a little energy. Top leg is going to lift, and we will find forward, and back, forward, and back. And again, see if you can maintain that balance of being on your side as you move your leg forward and back. Get the foot involved as well. I like flex forward, point back. As you move through this, long neck, deep breaths. Let's do 3 more. 3 and 2. Last one. And then come back to center. We're going to keep the foot kind of parallel with the ground. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. So I'm not turned out through my foot or my hip. 5 more. It kind of makes me feel it along the side into the tush a little bit more. 4 and up. 3, 2, one more time, and up. Hold here. Small little circles here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. We got to go the other way. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then we're going to bend the knee, bring it forward. When you bring it forward, you go beyond the bottom leg and then back out like you're pushing the wall away. Get really long through the spine when you do that. Bend, come in, extend and reach out. I like point, knee forward, flex leg out. Point, knee forward, flex leg out. Try and keep your foot hip height. And reach out. 3 more. Point and flex. 2 more. Point and flex. Last time. It's hard for me to make my foot do that. Okay, come all the way back down. Keep the knees there. Arm forward, head forward, and all the way back. Deep breath. 3 more. Two more. And last time. And then come all the way back. Okay, now is when we use the ball, or you can use a yoga block under your knee. Bottom leg straightens out. So 2 things. Find your side again, so you're not leaning forward or back too much. And then have your top hip follow suit. So bring your top hip as like sort of on top of or over your bottom hip as you can. And then lift the bottom leg and lower down. Lift and lower. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now lift and hold, little pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Little circle here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. We got to go the other way. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Bend your bottom knee and take the ball out from the top. Give the ball to your ankles. And then extend the legs out. Okay? So take a minute to find your side again. See if even you can balance on your side a little bit, maybe. And then just gently put your hands back. Both legs. Lift and lower. Lift. So again, you don't have to squeeze the ball, but just press up with the bottom leg and gently down with the top, just enough so you're holding it in place. 5 and 4 and 3 3, 2, lift and hold. Point the feet, flex, point, flex, point, flex. 2 more. Last one. And then bend the knees and come all the way back in. Put the ball down. We got to do our circles with our top leg. I forgot about that. So bend the knees, bring the knees again straight out in front of the hips. How many walls can your knee see? 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. And let's go the other way. Around. 2, 3. I'm really trying to make this a nice big circle. 4, 5, and last one. And all the way down. Okay, great. Okay, so now we're going to take this ball. We're coming onto our backs. We just did 2 sides. Kind of nice to put the parts together. Use both of our feet at the same time. I'm taking the ball, putting it right between the thighs, just below the knee, and then arms are going to come right by my sides. Wiggle your feet into a position that feels like it's kind of in line with your hips. And then we'll just take a nice deep breath. We're going to articulate first through the spine. So ever so slightly tuck through your pelvis, push down through your feet, roll up as far as you feel comfortable going. When you get there, roll back down. Breathe. Don't force this. Just feel as free as you can through your spine. When you get to the bottom, you can come into a little bit of an arch and then find the tuck again. Roll through the spine, push through your feet. And then roll back down. Maybe you get a little bit more freedom through this movement as you go through them. We're going to do 2 more. Come to that little bit of a tuck when you lower down. Roll through. Again, push through your feet. Breathe. Change something if it doesn't feel right. Roll down. And release. Last one here. And we're rolling back down through the spine. When you get to the bottom, release through your pelvis. Take a nice deep breath. Keep your feet and the ball where they are, and just bring your hands behind your head. Interlace your fingers, elbows come up just a bit. Take a nice deep breath, and exhale, curl forward. Inhale, come back down, and again. 4 more. And 3. And 2. Last one. And all the way back down, head down, arms return. We're going to do another set of bridges. This time we are not articulating. Adjust your feet as you need to. So just nice and straight through your spine. Push through the feet. Hips come up and back down. You can try exhaling to come up. Or just keep the breath moving. Try to find a flow that helps you. 7 more. Push down as evenly as you can through your feet. And again, actually, just so you know, I'm not squeezing the ball. Again, I'm just keeping it where it is. 4 more. And 3. 2. Last one. Lower all the way down, okay? For this next bit, take the ball out, hold it right between your hands. I'm just going to keep the ball right over my chest, and just gently, maybe you can spread the fingers apart and just squeeze the ball just a little bit. And then from there, feet walk in towards one another. Turn your attention to your pelvis, keep it nice and still. Bring one leg up and then back down again, and the other leg up and back down again. Make the transition kind of quick. As soon as you put one foot down, pick the other one up. We're just waking up the muscles in the pelvis, the front side of the pelvis. 5 and 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, quick transition, one more each way, one foot down, quickly pick up the other one, and now this time we'll pick up the right leg, hold, and the left leg too. Hold here. Let's flex our feet, draw the abdominals in, tap one foot down and return, and then the other one, other foot down and return. We're just doing 3 more sets. 3, 2, 1, and then replace the feet down. Bend your elbows. Take a nice deep breath. Give the ball back to the thighs where it was. Walk your feet in, arms by your sides. Take a nice deep breath. Exhale, come up about halfway. We're still keeping the spine nice and long. Halfway. Let length happen in the neck. Let your knees reach forward just a little bit. Now we're going to squeeze the ball. Let's pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now hold. Pulse the right leg in only. 8. Keep the left leg still. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and now the left. 8, 7. Right leg stays still. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now both legs pulse in. Last set of 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax the pelvis down. Take an inhale, exhale here. Let's come on back up. You can grab the ball one more time like we just did. Interlace, no, not interlace. Wrap the fingers around the ball and just give it a little bit of a squeeze. And we're going to come up with, let's start with the left leg first. Of course, we'll get to both, so any leg really. The ball is going to be over the chest. You're going to start to reach the ball forward. As you do, bring your chin toward your throat and curl up, almost like you want to bring the ball towards the shin, and then go right back down. And right back down. We're going to add, as long as this is going well, as you curl up, the knee comes closer. As you lie down, the leg stretches out. 4 more. And 3. And 2. 1 more. Come all the way down. Of course, we have another leg here. Pick it up. Same thing. You can go right into moving the leg as long as that felt okay. Extend. Extend. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Put the foot down, and you can just rest your arms. Okay, I'm going to put the ball to the side. Don't roll away, Mr. Ball. And we're going to do one more set of bridges here. This time with the feet as wide as your mat, or maybe just a little bit wider than your hips. Arms by your sides, nice and straight. We're not articulating, and push up. When you go up and down, try and keep your knees as wide as your ankles or right over your heel. And 8. And 7. And 6. 5. 4. 3. Long through the neck here, long through the arms. Come up and pause at the top here for a minute. Reach the knees forward a little bit more. Find your whole foot into the ground. Lower your hips just a little bit and pause. Now we're going to add a little bit of twisting, or not twisting, rotation to the spine. Lower the left hip down. Let your tush maybe tap the ground and return, and then the right. Your knees are pretty still, but your hips into your spine, they're moving. 4 more. 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, and 1, and you can lower the hips down. Good. Let's do a quick stretch here because it always feels so nice. Knees to the left. Arms wide. Maybe bend your elbows here like your cactus arms or goalpost. Knees left, eyes right, full twist. Breathe. Exhale and try to release any tension you're carrying in your body. Last one. Let's bring the arms to the sides to help us to bring the knees in the other direction. Twisting is not the best idea for everyone. If you have any conditions in your discs, twisting could be kind of contraindicated, or maybe it just aggravates the situation. You can lessen the twist by not bringing your top knee quite as far over. If you want more of a twist, keep your top knee where it is, straighten your bottom leg. This will increase the twist. Give yourself one more deep breath on this side. And then we'll come back to the center. Okay? From here, just take a nice deep breath here. Let your spine lengthen out. Okay? Let's give the legs a little bit of a stretch before we do anything else. I'm going to bring my hands behind my right thigh and just kind of interlace my fingers back there. Just get your left leg in a comfortable position. Let's point the foot and bend the right knee and just kind of keep the leg pulled in a little bit. And then flex the foot, and reach up to the ceiling. Point the foot, come down. Flex the foot, all the way up. Point, down, flex, reach. Point, down, flex, reach. 2 more. Point, down, flex, reach. 1 more. Point, down, flex. Hold it up here for a moment. Point, flex. Point, flex. 1 more each way. Move the foot, move the ankle. Now circle, circle in one direction. 2, 3, 4, 5. Go the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's bend this knee, bring the hands around to the shin, big hug. Relax into your pelvis just a little bit and try and keep this leg pulled in central instead of out to the side. Give yourself a deep breath, lengthen your neck. And put that leg down. Side 2, of course, hands behind the other side. Pull the leg in just a little bit. Try and relax your shoulders. Point the foot as the calf is on the hands or your thigh. And as you go up, flex. Point. And flex. 5. 4. 3. 2. One more. Come up and hold. Point, flex, point, flex, point, flex, point, and now we circle. 5, 4, 3. This foot's a lot more difficult for me for some reason. It feels so awkward. Go the other way. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's bend the knee. Bring your knee kind of central as you pull the leg in gently. Elbows wide here, long through the neck. Take a nice deep breath. And one more. And replace the foot down, okay? Now, I'm going to take this ball. Let's see if we can do this without sitting up, just for fun. Take your ball in your hands. Give the ball to your feet. Step 2. Step 3. Bring the ball to the ground. Put the ball underneath the right foot only. And then roll out until your right leg is straight. And as you can see, the ball is underneath, like my calf, ankle, wherever it ends up is really fine. As long as you just feel like your right leg is on the ball. And P.S. if you don't have a ball, maybe just rest it on the ground or rest it on a yoga block or something like that. Right leg is going to stay where it is. Left leg is going to come up. Left leg is going to extend the best you can. I'm going to circle this leg as I try and stabilize through the right leg. Keeping your knee soft here, or even completely bending the knee is fine too. If you have lots of flexibility in your leg, keep it straight. And so we are stabilizing through the right leg and circling the left. Let's go the other way. 5, 4, 3, 2, one more. Bend the knee, put the left foot down. Bend your right knee, drag the ball in, and then use your feet to give it to your left foot. And then extend the left leg. Isn't this fun, you guys? Okay, so now the left leg has the ball. Adjust if you need to. Your legs should be relatively close to one another before you bring your right leg up. Let's bring the right leg up. Okay, so as you circle, you can keep the leg straight or keep your knee bent. Just try both. See which one suits you today. Breathe. Don't hold your breath. Find those abdominal muscles. 2 more. Keep your arms long by your sides. When you come up, let's reverse the circles. Around, in, up. And up. Couple more here. Last one. Bend the knee, foot down. Drag the ball back in. Grab the ball with both feet. Can you keep it there? Let's flex the feet. I have it right between my feet. Bend your knees and just relax your calves on the back of your thighs. Arms by your sides, neck is long. Lower down, tap the ball to the ground. Exhale, come up. Inhale down, exhale up. You don't have to go all the way to the ball. Maybe you're back or you can't stay connected to your abdominals. Go a third of the way down and then come on back up. Try that. Maybe that is even a deeper connection for you. It kind of is for me, so I'm going to do that today. 4 more. 3. 2. And 1. Grab the ball. Put the feet down. Okay, we need to do some work for our back. How about that? Let's put the ball down. We're going to flip over and come onto our bellies. I just need to get my hair out of the way. We're coming onto our bellies, and we're going to bring the ball with us. This is an awkward exercise that not everybody likes. I kind of like it. We're going to bring the ball underneath the ribs, just below or like kind of on the chest even. If you just ate food, it's not your favorite exercise. So we're only going to be here for a little bit. The ball is there and your arms come wide. Be a little bit light into your arms. Lower, as you lower, the ball kind of moves and it goes a little bit more under your chest. Lower your head down towards the ground. Maybe you tap your forehead down and then gently push down through the palms and the elbows and then come on back up again, okay? Just for a moment, imagine what your spine looks like when you are looking down at your phone. This is to do the opposite range of motion. We're rounding forward and we're arching through the upper third of the spine. See if you can slide your shoulders away from your ears. Breathe. And be light in your arms a little bit. I mean, I am kind of pressing my palms down, but don't overwork the arms. Let's do 3 more. And 2. 1 more. When you come up, pause. Lengthen through your neck. Look right over your right shoulder and slightly behind you, and then left. And right. And left. Relax your shoulders. 1 more each way. Right. And left. Come back to the center. Bring your hands underneath. You can just roll to the side. Let's take the ball out and come all the way down. Same exercise, no ball. Arms stay. Just relax for a minute. Let your pelvis relax. Relax your tush and your spine, all the parts. Take a breath here. This becomes a position where you can really take a breath into your back. I don't always feel like I'm able to do this in other positions. As you're lying on the ground, release your parts and let your back expand as you inhale as deeply as you can. Imagine that your lungs are filling up just about as much as is possible. Let's do 1 more deep breath like that. Okay, and we're going to start to move through the same range of motion. Lift and lower. When you lift, look forward and straight ahead. When you lower, bring your chin in and come back down. Last 3. And 2. 1 more. And come down, okay? Now I'm going to bring my arms out to the sides. When I reach right and left, I'm not going to be straight out. I'm pulled down just a little bit. This time as you lift, you can lift your arms and reach your fingertips wide. Why don't you keep your feet down unless it feels super intuitive to lift them up, and then lower back down. Lengthen. As much as you lift, lengthen. We don't want to dump all this energy into the low back. Draw the abdominals in and reach outward through the head, through the fingers, through the toes. 2 more. One more time. You're getting taller. You're getting taller as you move through this exercise. Does it work? Yes. Hands under shoulders. Let's sit back on our heels for a moment. How about curl the toes forward? Sit back on your heels and then stretch forward. Get a foot stretch and a back stretch. Take a breath. One more. Now uncurl the toes and sit back more deeply. If this stretch is not good for you, just do something else that is a good stretch for you to do. One more exhale here. Okay, we're going to come to the hands and knees. Get your ball back here and get your light weights. Now we're using these light weights. Mine are twos. Twos or threes I think are really ideal, or a one, or even a can of soup, whatever you have nearby, all right? So hands and knees first. Ball is close by, weights are close by. Get yourself in this position, hands directly under shoulders, knees directly under hips. Sit back a little bit and almost like stick your tushy out just a little bit. And then come forward so you're slightly in front of hands over shoulders. Go back and forward, and back and forward. Keeping the palms pressing down into the mat, keeping the crown of the head straight ahead. 8. This is good for wrist mobility, among other things. And 6. Try not to let yourself sink down into the mat, but to almost lift slightly up out of your hands. Last 4. And 3. And 2. Last 1. Come back to center. Walk your hands forward a full hand's distance. And now shift your weight forward so your shoulders are over your wrists again. Curl your toes forward. Draw the abdominals in. Bring your knees and feet together, actually. I think that will be helpful. Okay, stability through your pelvis. Draw your abdominals in. You're lifting up out of your wrists. Extend your right leg out and replace it back down. Extend your left leg out. As you move from leg to leg, pretend like you're doing a plank, okay? Use all those muscles, like get as intense as you can, as if you are lifting both legs. One more each way. Other side. We can try a plank here if you'd like. Is that what I heard? Oh, I'd love that. I'd love that, Stacy. Let's give it a whirl. Return. Return. 2 more. Return. Last one. Return. Uncurl your toes. Sit back on your heels. Take a breath. Head heavy. Come all the way up for a moment. Little wrist twirl. Never hurt anyone. Take an inhale, exhale. Okay, we're going to use these weights now. I am going to face you so you can see what I'm doing. Hands and knees. We only really need one. Put the weight right in front, in between of your hands. Bring your hands a hair closer than they normally are for this. All right. First, find your length through your spine. Push the floor away. Spread the fingers apart. We're using the whole hand. Quick, just to get a little nitpicky, can you aim your elbows for the wall behind you? It doesn't have to be like that. It just helps to bring the shoulder away from the ear, okay? Elbows to the wall behind you. Grab your weight with your right hand. Bring the arm out to the right. Lift, lower, bring it back, put it down. Aim your right elbow for the wall behind you. Grab your weight with your left hand. Lengthen your neck. Lift, lower, put it back. We're switching again. Right arm. And put it back. Left. Lots of back here, lots of back extensor muscles are participating. Find your abdominals here. Continue to feel like you're lifting up out of your wrist. I like elbow facing the wall behind you. Ooh, if you want to add to this, just for some fun, as you bring your right arm out to the side, extend your left leg out. Let's actually keep it here for 4 more. Arm up and down. P.S. My left toes are down. Just to give you another visual. 3, 2, 1. Put the weight down, switch to the other side. Grab the weight with the left arm. If you'd like, you can extend the right leg. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put the weight down. Come back. Curl your toes forward. Sit back on your heels. Take some of the pressure out of your wrists. Relax your head a little bit. You can just sink down, just to, like, you know, chill out for a second in the shoulder girdle. Take a breath. Okay, we're going to come up to stand. Come up to stand however you like. And we are going to use these light weights one more time, okay? The clock I have on the wall doesn't really function anymore, but I seem to know just how long an hour is without even having to look. Okay, so heels together, toes apart, or parallel feet. Whichever position you feel is more comfortable for you to stand nice and tall. Just like we did on the mat when we sort of tried to find our side. Try to find the tallest version of you, where you can kind of stack through the body and the head is right on top. Arms by your sides, nice open chest. Arms will come wide. And then we'll go forward and slightly behind the line of the body. Come back to the sides, we'll go out. Forward and back. Out to the sides. The more you keep yourself centered and stable, the more the core kind of has to participate. And out. And by stable, I don't mean emotionally. So you're welcome. Last 2 here. And 1 more. Forward and back. A big circle happens now. One more. We got to go the other way for 3. And 2. P.S. This is a great exercise to do without weights. If something about this doesn't feel right, keep your arms by your sides for a moment. Get yourself tall. Shoulders are still as you move your head. Side to side. Breathe. Breathe. And then come back to the center and we'll do like a little half circle. And then the other way. And then come back to the center. Pull your chin in toward your throat. And then stick your chin out and look all the way up. Pull your chin in, give yourself a double chin. And then stick your chin out, reach up. 1 more each way. And then come back to the center. Okay, arms out to the sides. Bend. Shoulders are down. 1 like this. 1 like this. And again. And again. 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1. Come back here. 4, just like this. 3, 2, 1. Other way. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Come back by your sides with your elbows. Just hang there for a sec. Relax. Take a deep breath. Let's turn so the palms are up. 1 like this. And then 1 like this. And 1 like this. And 1 like this. You don't even have to be like so perfect about it. Our shoulders are meant to do all sorts of things. Very dynamic. Let's do 2 more. 1 more. And then come all the way down. Just let your arms be really heavy here. Take a nice deep breath, stand tall. Breathe into your belly. Okay, we're gonna roll all the way down. I'm gonna step into parallel feet for this. Standing nice and tall. Relax your jaw. And we'll start by rolling through from the top. Soften your knees. When you get to the bottom, release your weights and just try and give into this stretch the best you can. My knees are really soft here. That's what feels right for me. If you want to straighten your legs, go for it. Let your head be heavy and your arms just release. Take 1 deep breath here. When we roll back up, the head will be the last thing at the top. You just are going to leave your weights on the ground, push through your feet, and roll it back up. All the way up, stand tall, take a breath. We did it, you guys. Have a super great day. Happy Halloween. Don't be scared. Everything's fine.